go on the record to say I saw the president do X. Hunter's comments emerged as former Biden.
You're lying to yourself if you think ICE is backing off, because today ICE just shut down the police headquarters. Not metaphorically, literally exposed a cop in uniform who wasn't even legal to be in this country. And it gets worse, from airports to protests to blood on American highways. What you're about to see is proof the entire system has been infiltrated.
Breaking news out of Old Orchard Beach. A police officer there has been arrested by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. ICE's Enforcement and Removal Operations Unit in Boston says John Luke Evans was picked up in Biddeford after he illegally tried to buy a gun in Maine. ICE says Evans is from Jamaica and that he came here legally in 2023 but overstayed his visa. During the arrest, they say he told ICE agents he was trying to buy the gun to use as part of his employment as a police officer. You can see Evans here in a post from the Old Orchard Beach Police Department back in June as they welcomed 6 new reserve officers, saying the group had recently graduated from the Maine Criminal Justice Academy's Law Enforcement Pre-Service Program. ICE is coming down on Old Orchard Beach PD, saying in part, we have a police department that was knowingly breaking the very law they are charged with enforcing in order to employ an illegal alien. Old Orchard Police Chief Elise Chard is pushing back against ICE. She says Evans completed federal work authorization forms and that U.S. Department of Homeland Security verified that Evans was cleared to work in the U.S. Chief Chard also points out that under Maine law, non-citizen residents are allowed to work in law enforcement. Under Maine law, non-citizen residents are allowed to work in law enforcement. Under Maine law,
non-citizen residents are allowed to work in law enforcement.
Now, this man was wearing a badge, trained in law enforcement, celebrated by the department, even passed federal work forms. But he was illegal the entire time?
You finish your therapy and go to settle your case. They offer $21,000. You say no. They offer $31,000. You say no. You file a lawsuit.
Federal work forms. But he was illegal the entire time? You think this is just a glitch in the system? Nah, man, this seems to be the system. This is what sanctuary enforcement looks like when you get comfortable. Still waiting on more details to come out from this, but I will say, they say nobody's above the law. But how do you enforce laws when the legals are the law? Now, if you think that's a one-off mistake, let me show you the body count of these mistakes and what they leave behind.
An illegal migrant now facing deportation after allegedly driving while intoxicated and killing 2 Wisconsin teenagers in a fatal car crash. And according to local reports, this is not the migrant's first run-in with the law. Back in 2020, she was convicted of drunk driving, and DHS has issued a detainer for the Honduran national's arrest and removal from the U.S., but says the sanctuary jurisdiction has a history of not complying with their requests.
These sanctuary jurisdictions just makes it safe for criminal illegal aliens to roam our neighborhoods. So ICE is dedicated. We will ensure that this drunk driver who killed 2 American teenage citizens will not be released back into the community to harm someone again.
I think what really stands out is the fact that she had been convicted, I think you said, of drunk driving in 2020. So she should have been removed from this country under any sane or sensible policy with that conviction. But instead, she's in a sanctuary city where they prioritize politics ahead of public safety. And these 2 young people are dead because of it. And it's so shameful. And what's even worse about it is even with this tragedy, if it were up to this sanctuary city, they'd release her back into the United States, which is just remarkable to me. It's so stunning, and it just shows really what was going on, not only during the Biden administration, but also in some of these sanctuary cities, which thankfully the Trump administration is taking the fight to the sanctuary cities, by doing multiple things to prevent other things like this from happening again. But no parent should have to go through this. No friend should have to go through this. And this was a preventable tragedy, like you said, which makes it even worse.
Exactly. 2 kids, prom night, gone. killed by someone who had already been convicted of drunk driving in 2020. She should have been deported, right? But because of sanctuary policy, she obviously got to stay. And now 2 American families are burying their children. You tell me, what exactly are these sanctuary cities for? And just when you think that's as tragic as it gets, the next father has to beg his own governor to even respond.
An illegal immigrant convicted of killing 2 in a high-speed crash is in ICE custody. The twice deported illegal was drinking while driving at a high speed, nearly 100 miles an hour, when he hit this 19-year-old couple, killing them in the wreck. So Anatoly, tell me this. This guy was deported twice, and then they finally convict this guy, but he doesn't serve his full sentence at all.
That's the problem with the system here in California.
So, sir, how do you feel about these sanctuary cities? Because they say this protects the community, but that's not true. You know that from your personal experience, right?
It doesn't no way near to protecting the community. It's outrageous, and we are angry here.
You know, sir, we're showing pictures of your beautiful daughter right here, so I can understand the righteous anger that you have right now. I'm curious, have you received a call from the governor? Because, you know, it's their sanctuary policies that is causing this.
That's the problem. It took an enormous effort from the families to get at least some information. And we have been trying to contact Governor Newsom and the California General Attorney, Rob Bonta, Jeff McComber from California Department of Corrections. And all the sanctuary stuff, it's a piece of, I don't have words to describe that.
You want to talk about voices being silenced? This man's daughter was murdered, and Gavin Newsom won't even take his call. That illegal had already been deported, not once, but twice. But guess who let him back in? Guess who ignored ICE, the ICE detainer? Democrat leaders. And we know Democrat leaders love to tweet when something systematic happens. But this man lost his child. And they call it complicated policy.
Anyone that's ever taken a shot for birth control needs to hear this. The manufacturers that make birth control shots just got caught. They've known for years that there are high dangers of using the product, which has put many women at serious risk. This is a really big deal. Birth control injections are linked to brain tumors and other serious injuries.
And you know, this is happening just outside of an ICE facility with hundreds of Portland residents living in apartments right across the street, and Portland police will not engage out of some fear that it will be perceived as helping ICE in violation of the sanctuary law.
So we have a slow-moving disaster unfolding in the city of Portland, where essentially the Portland police, under the direction of their mayor, have decided that you can do absolutely anything, even borderline war crimes, while protesting an ICE facility. And obviously the residents in and around this neighborhood, many of whom are elderly by the way, are absolutely livid. So if you guys are unaware of what's been going on, basically ICE protesters have camped outside of a facility that is located in South Portland. Now, of course, they're angry about immigration enforcement because, as we all know, illegal immigrants are the lifeblood of the United States of America. They're more important than citizens. In fact, I like to think of them as super citizens, my future overlords, and in reality, any kind of law enforcement against them is evil, white, and racist, and you need to shut up if you think we can have laws about immigration in this country about your evil, white racism. So these protesters, who of course are Antifa radicals, have decided that they're going to deploy basically sound weapons and blast all kinds of crazy sounds in order to, annoy the crap out of these ICE enforcement officers in this particular facility. And despite the fact that this is clearly and obviously illegal, like you can't do this. In fact, left-wing cities are notorious for enforcing sound ordinances. Try to throw a party in your backyard that gets a little bit too loud and see how fast the police show up. The police have not made an arrest since June 18th in relation to the protests. Now, of course, I opened this with a clip from a Fox News segment where you saw a large woman very angry about this, screaming at these protesters. And basically, this is all that they can do because law enforcement is refusing to engage with these ICE protesters. They're refusing to intervene because any kind of enforcement of laws that have nothing to do with immigration are perceived as violating Portland's sanctuary city laws by the police department. And this is what we're going to talk about today, how over wokeness and this love of the illegals has basically thrown South Portland into disarray. But before we get into that, I want to thank everybody who supports this channel via actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
And what makes this even more frustrating for residents is that Portland police won't respond to noise complaints or even when assaults are witnessed.
Calling about the protesters. They cornered 2 women out here. They need help. They cornered them. Please send a cop.
Got a screenplay in your head but not on paper? Meet Squibbler, the AI script writer that turns your ideas into professional screenplays in minutes. With pre-made templates for all genres, AI-powered scene generation, enhanced character arcs, and dialogue improvement, Squibbler helps you create your next blockbuster with just one click. And when you're done, we'll handle the formatting, delivering a pitch-perfect, ready-to-use script. Write smarter, finish faster. Start your next hit script today with Squibbler.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're taking a look at a clip from Dearborn, Michigan, and the internal workings of the governments and mayors there. There's a Muslim man who got triggered by another man, a Christian man, who is openly supporting, or a Muslim guy who's openly supporting Hezbollah and Hamas. We're going to take a look at this clip. I'm Tal, your favorite traveling white colonizing Zionizer. Let's jump right into it.
You are a bigot, and you are a racist, and you are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here.
Oh.
And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city.
Yes, go ahead. State your name and address.
God bless you, Mayor. God bless you, sir.
I
Thank you.
You also say that I'm an apostate, I'm going to hell based on the videos that you travel. So if I were you, I'd sit silently.
Okay.
Wow. That is the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, laying into someone who spoke at City Council. This exchange has made news. Let's back up so you can see what happened in its entirety.
2 intersections have been named after Mr. Omar Siblani. I'm sure he's done a lot of good things for the community, starting the Arab American News. But one thing I'm very concerned about, which I think a lot of people in Dearborn would be concerned about, I mean, I could just read his direct quotations.
Can you tell us what the issue is?
Yeah,
Before you start
Councilman
reading things, can you just tell us what your concern is?
Yeah, my concern is he's a promoter of Hezbollah and Hamas. And,
okay.
and then,
Mr. Barham?
Yeah.
And Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Councilman Abraham. But your point, you're free to address your point, which I just wanted to make sure you're aware. The sign that was placed in that area is a county road and was done by the Wayne County Executive. It's not under control of the city of Dearborn.
These boots are made from a single piece of premium American leather tanned in Pennsylvania. They're built to last.
Where are you from?
I'm from Somalia.
From Somalia?
Yeah, Mogadishu. We like here, Minnesota, as you know, it's a lot of Somali, the state of Somalia, that's why.
I don't know how to put it. This is a different culture. This is the Somali community, so.
Cedar Riverside, the West Bank, is its own kind of bubble universe. Once you cross Franklin, once you cross Riverside, you kind of exist in this place, and it's deeply beautiful that doesn't follow the rules of the rest of the city or the rest of reality.
Minnesota, known as the land of 10,000 lakes, is known for its over 14,000 bodies of fresh water, vast prairies, fertile farmland, and also its growing Muslim and African population.
When I grew up,
I had friends of all different shades. Now you come up into the city, and really even a lot of little small towns, it seems to be a demographic shift to primarily Somalians.
It's definitely a lot of Somalis, but it don't affect me. I don't care.
Are they pretty friendly?
Yeah, they cool. They cool for the most part. They can't drive for shit, but they all right.
Now home to the largest Somali population in the U.S., Minnesota has garnered headlines not only due to the viral videos and stories from the state, but also the rapidly changing culture that some have categorized as a takeover of Minnesota.
Muslims around the world are celebrating Eid this weekend, and one of the biggest celebrations in the Western Hemisphere takes place here in Minnesota.
I am proud to announce today that during the month of Ramadan, we will be having the call to prayer broadcast.
So right now, we're blessed to have 3 Somali elected officials at the Capitol, and we work very closely together, and we carry each other's bills.
But was this just online exaggeration, or was this community of Somalis from a country over 8,000 miles away really taking over the state like the internet said? We went to the Cedar Riverside neighborhood of Minneapolis, also known as the Somali capital of America, to go find out.
Somali Street. Where in Somalia are you from?
Mogadishu.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Somalia.
Which part?
South side?
South side of Somalia?
Yeah, Mogadishu, yeah.
When did you come to the U.S.?
Oh, I come like 2000.
I'm from Somalia, but I gotta go to work right now.
What part of Somalia?
Mogadishu.
Mogadishu. When'd you get here?
I came here 1999.
Do you like the U.S.? How has it been?
It's not bad, it's good.
You guys called here, this area, Little Mogadishu? Are you sure?
Yes. Who said that?
Somebody was just, just following the ladies here and just keep saying, is this area a Little Mogadishu?
No, that's not us. We've been asking people who live in the area about Somali culture, where they're from, so that's all we've been asking people.
You never guys, you guys never ask Little Mogadishu or something like that, no?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Somalia.
From Somalia?
Little Mogadishu.
You're from Mogadishu, though?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from in Somalia?
I'm from Hargeisa.
Okay, how long have you lived here in Minneapolis for?
5 years.
How do you like it?
Love it.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you ever miss home?
Yeah, I'm going back there now.
To live or visit?
Visit.
To visit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to learn about the culture here.
It's not important to learn. For someone culture is different culture.
Do you ever miss home, or do you like being here in the U.S.?
I miss home, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back, or do you think you'll stay?
Going back.
A 3-part Providence Falls special event.
Liam O'Connor, we're offering you a chance for redemption.
In this video, we are going to be exposing Minneapolis.
And then the last remaining bar that we have is now on the verge of being bossed by the mosque next door.
Why are you recording? What's she recording? Look what she's doing. You can't do that. That's illegal.
What's illegal?
You cannot record.
I'm sorry, I was just walking down the street.
Ain't nobody gonna touch you, but just turn that thing off. Nobody wants to touch you. Just turn it off.
Okay.
I'm US 6. I'm no law. I don't touch women. That's legal.
And I'm here to make sure Palmer's does not go away. Palmer's Bar.
What's going on with Palmer's?
You should Google that shit. There's a signed purchase agreement with the mosque. Here, let's cross the street. I'll take you on a tour.
112-year-old dive bar that's kind of been the heart of the damn city for a while.
They see them as something that's bad because people drink there and men and women can sit together and have a nice time and make out and dance, which is all forbidden.
Recording.
That's what our neighborhood is now. Triple Rock is now an adult daycare.
Make sure you are subscribed. Minnesota has 80 to 100,000 Somalians living in it, and Minneapolis is one of the most densely concentrated places in North America of Somali migrants, especially here in Cedar Riverside, where 95% of them are Sunni Muslims, just like the potential new mayor, Omar Feta, somebody who wants to block ICE and raise the minimum wage to $20. So I read that the Quran prescribes 100 lashes for both men and women who are found guilty of zina, and some people also believe that stoning would be a necessary punishment. So I want to get their opinion on the CEO situation. Did you see this video?
Oh, yeah, I did.
What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's very stupid to go to a concert with your side chick. It's very stupid. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, and I'm glad he got caught, and I hope his wife divorces him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she deserves better. I think like it's easy to be loyal. Like if you're married to somebody, you should be loyal. I don't know why you want to get married to somebody and not be loyal to them. I think they just deserve to get caught.
This is the Drag the Kids to Pride event. Organizers promoted it as a family-friendly drag show.
It's glitter, it's fun, and it's a show. It's all for a great cause. It's a G-rated drag show.
Coming out of the closet means when you tell everybody that you're gay. It's something that gay people have to do.
Desmond, you're one of the youngest and first drag queen/kids.
It's come to a world where drag kids actually exist.
And people do ketamine on a couch.
And they all go marching in the big parade.
Explicit comment about kids being in there.
What's that?
I was talking to the owner's wife, and she said explicitly that there are children in there. They've given everybody a wristband for under 21 and over 21.
Drag shows that brand themselves as child-friendly or all-ages welcome have been popping up across the country, from Palm Springs to Dallas. So we all know it was only a matter of time before one showed up in suburbia, USA, and that's exactly what happened this past weekend in Roanoke, Texas. Newly opened Anderson Distillery and Grill decided to get in on this underage action and host their own child-friendly, that's the key word here, child-friendly drag show on Sunday, August 28th. Of course, this raised some concerns online, especially in the conservative-minded Roanoke, closed-minded Cretans. So the owner took to Facebook in advance to assure everyone that the drag performances would be positively PG, John Hughes-esque. Now, of course, while I had absolutely zero reason to not believe this drag show would be PG as advertised, as a reputable journalistic outfit, I wanted to make sure that I and my team was doing all of our due diligence. So I sent them out undercover as specialists to get the not-so-skinny on the drag show and see exactly how kid-friendly it was. My team's findings were, just watch.
How are y'all doing?
How's it going?
Doing all right.
Oh, it's gonna be a busy day.
You guys got your own personal security. Surprisingly, the first thing that greeted my team outside of the child-friendly distillery that was hosting the drag show was the overabundance of strapped to the gills Black Bloc and Antifa members surrounding said establishment. Nothing says child-friendly like people decked out in tactical gear and pride flags. But my team needn't worry. FBI Director Christopher Wray assured us that Antifa is not a group. It's nothing more than an ideology.
We look at Antifa as more of an ideology or a movement than an organization.
Y'all doing all right? We're not trying to start anything. We just want to see what's going on. What brought you out? So it seems that we're not being welcomed into here. We're not trying to start stuff.
Say, that seems like a pretty organized ideology. After all, though, it's hard to believe that 30 individuals showed up to the same event dressed in the same clothes and all following the exact same blueprint. Only thing missing is the gay gang signs.
Okay, well, you're free to protest. This is America, so please continue to do so. I cannot get a response from anybody. I don't know, we're just trying to talk to people, but it seems that none of them want to talk.